Hi guys, I'm Tyesha Lane. I'm your next guest on What's Have Time Home Edition.
So tell us, who is Tyesha Lane?
Tyesha Lane is first and foremost, she's a sister. I have three sisters, so she's loving. She is love. She knows all about love. She gives love. She's also a creative. She likes to create. She loves to dream. I'm a dreamer. I'm a daughter. I'm a visionary. I'm a woman of God. Faith is really important to me. I'm a friend to all of my friends. Yeah, it could go on and on, but she's a lot. And she's most of all, she's happy. That's who Tyesha Lanae. That's who she is.
Wow, amazing. So with that being said, you said Tyesha is a sister and she's a loving person.
Yeah.
Has it always been easy to love, be
Yeah.
so loving and caring?
And cry. Yes, because okay, so my mom, she's Haitian. We're from Haiti, and my great grandmother was like my main babysitter because family watches your children when you're away. My grandmother didn't speak English because she came here when she was pretty up there in age, so it was like why learn another language? So she couldn't like we couldn't communicate in English, but we communicated with love. So everything that I know I learned from her. And she's like the most loving woman you'll ever meet. And it's just like, I always say, like, love is my first language and English is my second language. So it's just who I am. Does it always get returned to me? No. But that's not the point of giving it. You don't give to get, you just give because that's just who you are. And that's just how I was raised.
I love that. What is the response when you don't get the reciprocal?
Disappointment. I think I get really disappointed, but again, I'm forgiving. So it's just like I don't know, like it's a lot. I don't fault people because there's always a backstory, I guess you can say. So I give a lot of grace, which goes back to my faith. So just like I give you grace because I know you and I know that that's not your intentions. However, your actions are doing this and your intentions are doing this. Therefore, I have to put up a wall up for myself to protect myself because I can't be happy if I'm putting myself in unhappy situations over and over again. Mm.
And with that being said, protecting yourself is a sign of self-love.
Yeah.
What are some other things you do to that shows that Tyesha loves herself rather than just loving others?
T. She works out. Oh my gosh. I have a really, really like dedicated schedule. I It's strict. Like I wake up, I work out. Well, I wake up, I pray, I work out. I go to work, come home, cook, repeat. And moving my body, practicing my faith, and just like having a job that gives me like work-life balance and also allows me to be a creative. Like what you that's literally the lottery. Like no. So yeah, that to me is the biggest form of like self-love. I journal weekly, I would say as well, or at least I try to, because if I don't check in with myself, then I go a little crazy. And we don't like that. So you gotta stay grounded, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, and you say you stay grounded, and what are some ways to stay grounded? Well, I guess self-love, right?
Yeah.
But you mentioned your faith a lot. How
Yeah.
has that been at play in your life lately?
Lately, I will be honest, I can do a lot better. I feel like I've been intentional a lot lately, just like at least like thank God when I open my eyes before I touch my phone, read the Bible app because I do like daily devotions, do that. When I'm in the shower, just have a conversation with God about my emotions. Honestly, like I don't hold anything back because God is my safe space and prayer time is my safe time. So just letting it all like flow out, and then I feel better. Yes. And then I try to go to church every Sunday. Some Sundays I can make it, some Sundays I cannot make it. But then if not, then I'll just like supplement that by reading my Bible. And like I think that I grew up in a Baptist church and I will say that sometimes there's a lot of shame that they incorporate into their teachings, which is, again, just something that's been taught by generations. But unlearning that shame has also helped me a lot with my faith and giving myself grace, because I'm just a girl. I'm literally I'm just a girl. So we're just taking it one day at a time, and God forgives me even when I don't forgive myself. Um, and God knows who I am because He made me this way. So that's just that, you know.
Speaking of being just a girl,
Just a girl.
what is your advice to girls who feel like they struggle with what you kind of seem like you have down pat, which is prioritization? You seem to really have your priorities straight. Tyesha comes first.
Tyesha does come first.
Love comes first.
Love does come
And it
first.
seems like you put faith in the forefront of your life as well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have advice for people who feel like they're all over the place?
Journal, but let's specify. I think writing prompts also help. Like, who are you? Who do you want to be? And how, like, what actions can we implement to bridge that gap, right? So I feel like there was a time in which I had my fun. I had my fun. I was whatever. And I wasn't this strict with myself, and I wasn't happy. And I would, like, again and again, like, I'm okay, like, this is how my life is looking, so I want it to look. What do I need to do? And by writing down those lists and saying, like, making these plans, that's also like a form of manifestation, I would say. And then, because if you like work from the goal, like if you work backwards from the goal, then you have the steps to make the goal a little bit more attainable. So just keep doing it and doing it and doing it until you get there. And I think that it's progress and not perfection, because I'm not where I need to be, but I'm a lot further than when I was a couple years ago, you know? Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
You mentioned that you were a creative as well.
Oh, yeah.
What does that look like for Tyesha Lane?
Tyesha Lane, she has a good eye, you know? These big old eyes are good. I have a TikTok. I used to do, like, day in my life vlogs and, like, work out with me vlogs, and I share, like, my dating experience. Did that. Um, I gave advice in one video. That was really fun for me. Then I also have, playing with my name, Lanae's Looks. And Lanae's Looks is just my own, excuse me, my own personal Pinterest board, I guess, for outfits that I like. And it also helps me find my own personal style, and people are enjoying it. I think when I was first making content, I was catering to other people's opinions and, like, getting instant gratification from them. Um, and no, it's my content. So I'm going to make it how I want to make it, and it may look different, and you might not see the vision, but that's okay because it's my content. And that's just where I think I'm going with it now. And I am a Chanel beauty advisor. I work at Saks. My manager pushes us to do content, and that is like a dream come true, because if it's slow in the store, I'm making beauty boards. If it's slow in the store, I am calling up my friends like, hey, do you want to come in so I could, like, play in your face and make a video with it, you know? So that way I'm getting hands-on experience at my counter, but then also getting content to film for myself and then editing it. I love to edit. It's just so fun. Oh my goodness, it's so fun. It's just like, I don't have kids, but that's my baby. Like, I don't know. I just love it. Just tickles a part of my brain that I can't reach in other ways. So I don't know. I love to be a creative. It makes me happy, and I feel a lot at peace. And it's just like, girl, you cool. Like, I don't know.
Definitely. What do you have? What advice do you have for people who are trying to find their creative niche? Because it seems like you have different outlets.
Yeah.
For that part of your brain. What drove you to finally landing on what you have now?
I think just my interests, and, like, noticing patterns. I enjoy shopping. I also enjoy scrolling on, when I like the content I'm consuming, I could also make myself, because I'm like, okay, I like this a lot, but if I were to do, I'll do a little bit differently, you know? So just, like, having, like, niche, like, having, like, I don't know, like, niche interests, I guess. That's just me. I feel like, because if I look back, there were signs. Like, I used to play Stardoll growing up, or like I love brats and stuff like I've always been a girly girl, like into fashion. And then now I do makeup and skincare. Like I'm just a girl. And then it's just like I don't know. So that's just me just like noticing your own pattern. But I feel like my advice to other people is throw things at the wall until it sticks. So just like explore everything, or like make a list. Yes, I made a list like a year ago, like things that I like, things that I don't like, things that make me feel good, things that don't make me feel good. And then by getting to know yourself, you're able to explore a little bit better, and then you just go from there. Because you won't know until you try, essentially, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
With that being said, you did speak on, you gave advice. Was it relationship advice or?
Tea.
Can you talk about that?
We can. What's your question?
So tell us, how does Tyesha Lane navigate relationships, whether they end good or they end bad? How do you process it?
I, girl, my biggest advice is boundaries. Know them and exercise them. For example, if we have it like okay, we meet on Hinge or whatever, you get a couple days to talk to me. I'm not about to say we're not. I don't like false senses of intimacy. We're not going to be texting all the time, or I'm not calling you because I can talk to you over dinner. That's just my preference. I don't see you have to do that, but that's just my preference because no, you know. So that's one thing. Two, if we do make a date, let's say like you want to take me out Thursday, you have until Wednesday, 5 o'clock, to send me the open table invite, or I am not going. And I say that because that just shows me how well you respect my time and your time, and how thoughtful and how much of a planner you are. And if you're not thoughtful, you're not a planner, that's fine, but you are just not the guy for me. You know, as someone who works in retail, I don't have a lot of free time. So the free time I do have, I cherish it. And if I share my free time with you and you like step on it, it's not gonna work. And I don't think that this is a law that everybody has to follow, but it's definitely tried and true for me because being selective is key. I don't know. No, it's key. Like don't settle, because there is someone out there who will give you exactly what you're looking for. You just have to be patient enough to find it. And if you settle in the meantime, that's okay. But also remember your worth, you know? Because you're amazing. Like no matter what, you are amazing. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you find yourself giving this advice to your friends and sisters, like you said?
Oh yes, all the time, because why not? Like if works for me, it should work for us all. But then also like when I do give advice, I think that the thing I like stand 10 toes on is just like you can take it if you want to. You're not entitled to take it. Like I'm not a dictator and I'm like forcing you to take it. No, because that's not of love. That's mean. So just like if it resonates with you, take it. If not, that's also fine.
Cool. With that being said, giving advice, what is one thing the world should know?
I will just finish off with a quote. I saw this literally in 3rd grade, and no, girl, it was 8th grade, and I will never forget it. It's a day without laughter is a day wasted, and I just think that's just something to live by, because it's just like, yeah, you could be down and you could be sad, you could do da 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 da, but just like find happiness in at least one thing every single day. You're welcome. And that's not what type time. See ya.